Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive.
Yeah, we're back.
We are, we all feel that need to keep up with everything that's happening all the time,
Yeah.
right? But who has the time to really dig deep into everything?
No one.
No.
That's why we're here.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And that's why we're bringing this to you today is we've taken a look at all the latest search trends,
Mm.
entertainment lifestyle,
Sports, military.
everything.
We looked at all of it.
We did.
All of it.
And we've sort of extracted what we think are the most interesting trends
Yeah.
to give you kind of that concise overview of what people are really paying attention to right now.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll spark some aha moments.
Some thoughts.
Yeah.
Some things to think about.
Exactly.
Without overwhelming you with all the data.
Okay, so let's jump right in. First off, let's talk food.
Okay.
We saw a pretty big spike in searches for pancake mix recall.
Ooh.
Yeah, and that's interesting because we've also seen a rise in searches for waffles. So I don't know, maybe people are like, oh, no, I can't have pancakes. Let me go for a waffle.
Let me get a waffle instead.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah. But then on a totally different note, we also saw that the sweet potato hot honey bowl is like a breakout search term.
It is.
And searches for what is hot honey
Yeah.
are at an all-time high.
An all-time high. Yeah,
Yeah.
people are really into this sweet and spicy flavor combination right now.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to health and wellness.
Okay.
It's springtime, and people are really feeling the pollen.
They are.
Especially in Georgia. They're leading the pollen count searches. And nationwide, the top question is, when will pollen count go down?
Yeah. We all want to know the answer to that one.
I know.
But on a more serious note, we've also seen a significant rise in searches for what causes blood clots and deep vein thrombosis.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So maybe there's some heightened awareness of these conditions out there right now.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe something in the news or something.
It's hard to say for sure, but
Yeah.
it's definitely something people are thinking about.
Yeah, okay, well, let's shift gears a little bit and talk about entertainment.
All right.
The Outside Lands Music Festival is getting a lot of attention.
Makes sense.
And John Summit is like the top trending artist that people are searching for in relation to the festival.
He's popular?
He is.
Yeah.
Also, we're seeing a lot of activity around the end of Ramadan with searches for Ramadan end.
Right.
And the top question is, when is Eid?
Of course.
Yeah. And then in kind of the celebrity world,
Okay.
we saw a spike in searches for Elizabeth Olsen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and searches for the Assessment movie have like doubled.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then we also saw this really interesting breakout search for what is a venture capitalist,
Huh.
which seems kind of random, but
Yeah.
the top related search for that is Bachelor contestant Lisha Gar.
Oh, wow. So maybe she's involved in venture capitalism somehow.
I don't know. Man.
Or maybe people are just curious about it in general.
That's true. That's true. And then, of course, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Always a hot topic.
Always a hot topic. Searches are through the roof, and Garcelle Beauvais searches have doubled.
Well, she's always in the middle of the drama.
That's right. She is.
Uh,
Okay, moving on to lifestyle.
All right.
This one's interesting.
Okay.
Searches for leopard seals hit a 10-year high in March.
Wow. What's going on with the leopard seals?
I don't know, but even more specific, Christy Brown is a breakout-related search.
Christy Brown.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is or what the connection is.
I don't know. Maybe there was a documentary about leopard seals that featured her or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Yeah. And then also on the beauty front, cat eye nails are trending.
Oh, yeah, those are cool.
They're very stylish, followed closely by chrome nails.
Chrome nails are very futuristic looking.
They are very shiny.
Yeah.
Okay, let's finish up with a little bit of sports.
Okay.
Juju Watkins is getting a ton of attention. Online searches about her are at an all-time high.
That's awesome. Yeah, but the top related search is Juju Watkins' injury.
Oh, no.
So hopefully that's not too serious.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah. And then in the NBA, Lakers versus Magic is a top matchup.
Okay.
And Anthony Black is the most searched player in connection with that game.
I'll have to check them out.
Yeah. And then lastly, we found this really interesting regional trend.
Okay.
Arkansas is searching more for USC men's basketball than USC women's basketball.
Huh. Why is that?
I have no idea. That's a good question.
Maybe they have a strong connection to the men's team or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So there you have it, a quick snapshot of what's grabbing people's attention right now.
It's amazing how diverse these trends are. Everything from health concerns to reality TV to niche animal searches.
I know, it really makes you think.
It does. It really does. So considering all of this, What do you think the next big trend will be? What's going to capture our collective curiosity next?
And what does it say about us and what we're interested in as a society?
Yeah, those are great questions to ponder. All right, well, that's all the time we have for today.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time for another deep dive.
Bye.